Hey guys, the camera's a little lower, but I wanted to show off my cool T-shirt. I got it from Around One, the arcade, kind of like Dave and Buster's, but on steroids. But I thought it was pretty cool. Wanted to show it off. It has the Death Star, has the X-wing, but this I don't speak Japanese, so this could say ketchup. I don't know what it says, but I'm assuming it says Star Wars or something of the equivalent. I thought it was pretty cool. Got it for like 2,000 tokens or whatever. But anyway, you guys stop staring at my chest. We'll get into the video. There's my face. Hey guys, Slade, grade level collectibles, driven by passion, motivated by nostalgia to sell, trade, and educate people about the world of collectibles. Hey, welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be super lax, kind of just breaking down, kind of just rolling into, you know, what's been going on with me, what's been going on with the Japanese market and the market as a whole, as well as what are my goals or aspirations for this channel, and what is the main idea about making this channel for my business, but also for myself. So first of all, what's going on with me? Kind of took a little, not a break or whatever, but I post here and there. I don't have a set schedule of like, okay, I'm posting, you know, once every day, or I'm posting once every 2 weeks or whatever. I want to make videos when an idea is brought up to me or an idea pops in my head of either a purpose to make a video, not just to make a video just to make a video. If something interesting happens or some idea pops in my head of what I want to share, especially knowledge based, I'm gonna do that. I have a good set of video ideas for the future. Majority, again, this main idea behind this channel is to educate people. So, you know, I did a video about the Pearl, Diamond, and Platinum, Wonder Platinum from the 2007-2008 Battle Roads, as well as the World Championship. I did a series, I did a video on that, educating people about those events, about those cards, and the history behind them. Those are kind of be my higher motivated videos to do, majority for, you know, a deep dive discussion into these cards. That is kind of what I want my main content to be, and to educate people upon on that. For the future, I'm going to do one for Art Academy. I'm going to do one for the Daisuke Club. That's a really fun one. Just very interesting cards that a lot of people totally goes under the radar. But I wanted to make a point to say that of what my channel is about. Not that I'm just, you know, this video is an outlet for myself, but I want to have a direction with this, and not just a main motivation to sell cards or whatever. You know, like I said, sell, buy, and educate. A big portion of that is to educate. I don't have 1,000 cards to sell, you know, sell my audience, sell whoever on eBay. You know, just keep pushing that out. I'm not about that. I'm about consistent and high quality cards that I grade and sell and keep and put in my own collection as well. But anyway, that is my motivation and idea behind this channel of mine. Okay, second update about the Japanese market. So right now, the graphs I had referenced in the past, I'll show you an update of the graph right here. As you can see, it has gone downhill. It has gone downhill maybe, I'd say 50%. It has a lot of factors to it. You know, I'm first one to say that I was wrong or whatever about like, oh, I didn't think it was a bubble or whatever. And I still don't think it was. Oh, it was clearly a bubble. It went down. It's a lot. It is definitely a loss of interest and loss of those high prices, and you can say, yeah, it was due to people, you know, putting up the prices higher and higher and higher, and, you know, stores in Japan were moving up those buy lists higher and higher and higher. But I personally, I just saw the sheer demand for these cards, and I think the fear has kind of set in, especially when, like I said in the, I don't know, like 7 videos ago, when I discussed that certain shops shut their doors on their buy lists of like, hey, we're not accepting any more cards at this time, and that kind of put everybody into a panic mode. I still think it's not going to go like how it was. Right now, you see it's at like 40,000 yen is the average. I think it's going to go sideways for a time. I don't know, just like everybody else, I don't know where the dust will settle with this correction. But I do think it is still an increase. Mimikyu PSA 10 is not going to go down to $4,000, back down to $4,000. Scream Pikachu. I mean, all these Scream Pikachu, Yokohama Pikachus, the Mario & Luigi Pikachus, all of them have upticked. They aren't as high as they were. I'll give you some information. Like a full PSA 10 set of Mario & Luigi, I know sold close to $17,000, and just recently sold for $12,000. But before this correction, before this uptick of interest, it was maybe selling for $8,000 and $9,000. So there is still an uptick, but not as high as it was. I don't want to convey the message of the prices go up or go down significantly. There is a little bit of that, but nothing like bring it back to like the Beanie Baby craze or whatever. Nothing like that where it's gonna just skyrocket down to zero. There's so much backing and so much interest and so much popularity with Pokemon that doesn't really happen. Like I said before, outside of these bubbles and busts or whatever, or huge increase and a little bit decrease, huge increase, a little bit decrease, whatever, it is still like stepping stones, like I said before. There can be sealed product, can be product that literally acts as a stepping stone, where it doesn't go back down, it's just flatlined, because nobody else, it's really prevalent in sealed product, because there's only so much sealed product in the world, and once it's sold and once it's opened, it's open. The thing about nowadays, when a new promo comes out, let's just say the Yokohama Worlds promo, when it comes out, everyone's like, hey, everyone's clamoring to get it, and the price goes up and up and up. And then when everyone gets it, they sell it, or they sell it raw, but the majority of people send it to grading so they get the most amount of money. And then when it comes back, everyone puts it on the market. There's more and more supply on the market versus sealed. If you have, I don't know, let's say VMAX Climax. We know VMAX Climax is done printing. There's no more being printed. Unless they find some warehouse filled with hundreds of thousands of booster boxes, which never really happened, it's going to keep that price. There can be, it's unlikely, but there can be a point where it does shoot up in interest and maybe idles down, but more than likely it settles on a not like you're seeing in PSA 10 graded cards. That is one of the more volatile items in the hobby. These PSA 10 cards, which can, because pop 1 or pop 10 or whatever, and then there's more and more added to the population. It does correct. It does correct. So to break it all down, I think with this correction, slow uninterest in Japanese cards, because especially the waifus, not all of them have shot back down. A lot of them were majority speculative, highly speculative, and you can see those in the waifu cards, especially. Nothing shoots up like 200, 300% and just stays there. It's gonna come back down. On other thoughts that I had during those times that I was saying that, I don't think, I thought it was gonna hold at 50,000 yen, but it has come to 40,000 yen, back down a little bit. But I didn't think it was going to correct that much because of all the lottery systems that were happening in Japan. For those who don't know, they were lottery systems where these big corporations or businesses or whatever, they were buying up all these cards and then they were putting them in like a package deal, kind of like a lottery thing where everyone, you know, if certain people buy in, let's say $10, $20 or whatever, you have a possibility, a possible chance of getting one of these huge prizes, one of these mega prizes or whatever. And that was becoming more and more popular in Japan, where not in where big large quantity amount of people were buying these cards at a fractional of the price. Either you lost all your money or you gain this huge significant value back. And you can see this in like they're called waffles on Facebook, and they don't want to say raffles because Facebook doesn't like the word raffles, and it gets, you know, dinged off in their system, and the group gets shut down. So people call them waffles. I don't know how many of you know that. I know probably a large amount of you guys know that, but that's kind of what I get the vibe of in Japan, where these big corporations are buying all these cards, saying like, hey, you could win one of these 10, you know, $1,000 or $4,000 cards. Put $20 down, and you possibly could get it. So that was becoming more and more popular in Japan. I thought that would the sheer amount of these cards would be gobbled up by those corporations, but I think just the fear has struck a lot of people, saying, you know, a lot of people have these cards and they're hesitant to sell it, or they're more like they're just fire selling it because they see, you know, oh, it could come down, so they're just fire selling it, and that's what's, you know, it's predestination. What is it called? Something destiny, predetermined destiny, or whatever. Pretty much like it's self-fulfilling destiny. It's feeding itself, where the fear becomes the actuality and goes down. So I'll be interested to see where it settles. Like I said, it's not going to go back like the very beginning. I think it was like 10,000 yen, 20,000 yen. Again, I could be totally wrong with these numbers. This is the graph. So in post editing, I'll fix whatever I said wrong or whatever. But you know, the starting price was right here, and then the huge uptick, and now it's like right here. So there's still it's still an increase, definitely an increase in value in a lot of these cards, and a lot of them like 2014 Festa Pikachu. This was like a PSA 10, $600, $700, and now in a PSA 9, it's worth $700. You know, it's still crazy that it went up that high around $2,400, but it came down. It's now like $1,500. So you have a lot of those cards that were not even many out there to begin with, and the only way to decrease the price is for other people to be more competitive, and it decreases. So the price, the cards that really suffered were the ones with the huge populations, like the Lily cards. The video I shared about me being super lucky with them, I sold the last one for, I think it was like $2,200, something like that. One just sold for $500. So I was extremely lucky that I sold at the time I did. You know, a lot of people were holding those bags, were selling off or whatever. And you know, I just sold at market. That's all I did. I didn't manipulate. I didn't force anybody's hand to buy my cards or anything. I don't think there's necessarily anything bad about you know, making profit where it is, you know, and all that money went back into my collection and to other things I wanted to buy. But anyway, so that is, let me think. Yeah, that's the update on the Japanese market. It's lower interest right now. People are more hesitant into selling, and some are very willing to just to sell and just to get whatever they can. Like I've mentioned to some of my other buddies that I've talked to with Pokemon, when you have an item like this Acerola, this is not Japanese. I'll show a close-up. This is the Chinese version. When you have an item that the person that bought it, their cost basis, let's say their cost basis on this card was $300. And and now it goes for, you know, PSA 10, $1,000. When their cost base is $300, and other people, and on the market value at the time was like, let's say $1,500. They are more willing to just fire sell at whatever the market is, because they know for a fact it's going to be more than $300, and there's just a lot more down pressure on these collectibles, that their ceiling, their floors are a lot lower than other cards. Like someone who bought this for $900 and now market value is $900, they're less likely to sell it even lower than they bought it for. It's only if there's a increase of supply, or some other people have a lower cost basis that they're more willing to let it go at the new recent market value. That is, I don't want to elaborate anymore, because it's probably been 15 minutes going over Chinese and the Japanese market. But anyway, it's just sum it all up, like I said before, lower interest right now, and people are scared, and we'll see where the dust settles. It is tapering off, but we'll see what happens. So next update, Pokemon Worlds. I did a post about this earlier. Oh man, Pokemon Worlds. It is awesome. It is. I don't know, any of you have seen a lot of the Instagram posts, the things that are happening in Japan, but in Yokohama, Japan. But it is awesome. They have some so very cool displays. They have, oh my gosh, I'll show pictures on the screen, but they have full, not life-sized, but just gigantic versions of cards, and they're three-dimensional, like they're different layers, and it's just, oh, it's so cool. Oh man, I wish I could go to Japan and see these in person. They have multiple of these cards that are printed in metal, that literally they have the texture on the card, the metal card. This thing is like, I think 8 feet tall, 7 feet tall. And it is just so cool. It would just be so cool to see in person. I want Pokemon cards to be displayed like these more often, because it's just you just take more of appreciation on the artist, because the artists aren't, you know, they're not scribbling on their pads the size of the card. They have it blown up, and they're putting all these details in and everything. You can't see it. You can't see it that well in these cards. And I just think it's so cool when it's blown up like that, because you can take in and appreciate all the effort and details that these artists have put in. And I just wish they did it more. Maybe they did in the past, I'm not aware of it, but it was so cool. And also they had this ginormous Pikachu card that was all made out of flowers, and it was inside, it was on the ground. Again, I'll send the picture, show the picture, but it was so cool. I definitely want some merch from Yokohama Worlds. There was a cool leather not leather, but there was a cool jacket. I love the display, the artwork, just everything. I'm a huge, I love artwork. But it was just so cool, so cool. The whole they let the media as well as influencers in. I don't know if you saw Super Duper Danny or Breaking Nate. He did a really cool video about everything he bought. There was a Paul Walker or Bear. Oh, I gotta look it up. Hold on. Sorry, Bear Walker, not Paul Walker, Bear Walker, Pokemon skateboards. He's done multiple things with the Pokemon Center before, and he released a Yokohama just like he did in London last Worlds. Super cool skateboard. You can put on the wall or whatever. Just so many very interesting products, and it was just so cool. The artwork and just the whole company. I want a blow up of the Pikachu eating ramen and all the starters, and I can go on and on about Worlds, but it's so cool. Anyway, so the thing I wanted to talk about most about Worlds is the Worlds Yokohama Pikachu deck. There has been lots of talks, lots of speculation and hype about this card. And if you don't know what this card is, boom. There you go. I posted it on my Instagram. I posted on the Facebook post thing. And I wanted to talk about this card. Promos, I feel, are just getting... I'm probably a boomer with this, but I just feel like they're getting out of control. Where right when they come out, does not matter. I mean, MSRP is a day, a day of the past type of thing, but it still matters. MSRP still matters, and it still matters because, like I said before, there's more downside than there's upside with MSRP. If I'm looking at a product, I'll show you again, Acerola. If I'm looking at a product and I know this person before me bought this card or had to rip through all this product at a certain dollar value, they had that cost basis in their head. And when they are selling it to me, I don't want to take a super premium on it because I know that other people that have this card, they have the same cost basis. And again, there's more downside than there's upside. Same thing with these Yokohama Pikachu decks. Don't know if you guys know this, but it is the MSRP. I think 2,499 yen, 30,000 yen. No, 3,000 yen. I think it was 3,000 yen or 2,999 yen. Pretty much $25 US dollars. Australian, probably $30 Australian. They are selling on the secondary market for upwards of $300. Now, that price would make sense if there was a tight amount of product just in existence. There's only so much, just like that first wave of VV Heroes. Only so much is in the market. If that price, there's no more coming in the market, and that price would stick if that was it. But Pokemon released that they are doing another print run. They're doing another lottery system, another print run of these Yokohama Pikachu decks. If you don't know or don't know where to find it, it's at the Pokemon Center online. Get there before September 2nd, I think it is. And they're calling out names, I think September 8th. Link is under my channel under community. I did a post about it, did a link, not affiliated, whatever. I don't do that. Anyway, that's a way to get into a lottery. You have to have a forwarding service. What I use, not sponsored, I use Tenso. That's what I use for forwarding services, specifically for the lottery. There's other forwarding services you can get, but they don't allow you to go into the Pokemon Center lotteries, like I use from Japan, like I've shown before. Get into it. You have the ability to possibly buy it at $25. If my prediction does not pan out and these prices still stick at $300, you have that as backup. Possibly you can get it for $25. The reason I say that I'm really hesitant and buying it at this price, this crazy price, to me crazy price, because it's more than 10 times, like 12 times the price of the original MSRP, is because of the quantity that's being given out. We are seeing lots and lots of people buying not one, not two, not three, but more than like 20 of these at a time. And now you have at the Pokemon Center in Japan, they're selling them everywhere in Japan. How you bought these is that you go in the store, you'd buy, but it's one per person, but it's per visit. So you can go out, come back in, buy it again. Go out, come back, buy it again. I know a couple guys that have literally 20 plus of these that are coming home. And the only reason you're not seeing a crazy reaction with this is because they're still in Japan. They're still in Japan. Their quantities are coming back. Some of them have listed it just like the Yokohama, what is it called? Not the fanfare, but the new Worlds card. They're called fanfare, players ceremony. There's a lot of them, but the new Worlds cards, they're being listed right now for $1,200 on eBay. Really? If you go on 2022, the same exact World cards, staff. No, this is staff. Same set of staff. You can buy a staff PSA 10 for $1,000. Really? Why would I buy an ungraded card for $1,200? It's just first to market. That's all it is. People are like throwing out a price. Let's see who bozo will buy this, you know. But anyway, so the sheer amount of them that are coming out, I've made a post on my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at Grade Level Collectibles. Just type in Grade Level Collectibles. I'll probably come up. As well as, yeah, I posted on my Facebook channel, so subscribe if you haven't. But anyway, the sheer amount of them that are coming back, and rule of thumb, I would wait, let's say a couple, 3 weeks. I'd wait 3 weeks out of after Worlds. So Worlds ends on the 15th. It's still going on right now. I would wait at least, I don't know, beginning of September. See where it lies. I waited out. I don't FOMO. I really don't. I got burned too many times. I bought, well, it doesn't sound stupid now, but I bought Shiny Star V at $140. And then a couple weeks later, they reprinted it. This was back in 2021, 2020. And it dropped it back down to $50. I sat back, licked my wounds, and I bought some more at that price. It's whatever. And now they're at like 180, 190 because of the uptick in Japanese. But anyway, that's besides the point. I've FOMO'd before into a lot of products. During that time, they were like, hey, it's not going to be reprinted. It's not going to be reprinted. And then I got reprinted. So whatever. Anyway, I would wait. I would definitely wait. Do not. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm putting where my money, where's my mouth is. I'm putting it in my pocket. I'm not spending any money on these decks because of the sheer amount of them that are out there, and hopefully come more out because I love this promo. This promo is gorgeous, and I want this to come down. My price range, I'm probably optimistic, but $50, $80. The $25 is for the entire deck, not just the promo. The promo is just one card out of 60 cards in it. So anyway, my price, $50, $80, but it probably won't break 100. That's probably what it is. Optimistic. I'm definitely an optimistic. But anyway, after 3 weeks, you can see the trends, and you're like, okay, this is a good time to go into it now. And that's what I would do. That's what I am doing. And last but not least, I will talk about my video schedule. Again, I definitely talked about it from before on the very beginning of the video, but first of all, thank you guys for watching all the way through. I know this is probably 30 minutes or whatever, but some people like listening to this in the car or whatever. I appreciate it. Again, I am not making a cent from YouTube, as you can tell from my subscribers, but anyway, I'm just trying to educate the masses, and this channel is really just an outlet for myself. A somewhat side public speaking as well. You know, talking to this camera is not super fun. And being better with my words, explanation, and expressing myself as well. It's just a little side thing. But anyway, thank you guys for watching all the way through. But anyway, I wanted to talk last about my video schedule. Again, I don't like putting out videos just to put out videos. Like a video a day, I think a lot of, I've gotten tips from other YouTubers as well, that video a day you could be burned out pretty fast. Unless you have a really good schedule going up and everything. But right now I think I'm going to maybe post at least an update every week. But my main thing is going to be those very educational videos. I am full-time working my full-time job. This isn't my full-time job. If it was, I would be on the streets. But anyway, so yeah, it's my ideal is going to be at least a short or video a week. I like doing my shorts. I like showing off my cards. I don't have a lot of cards with me right now. I have some cards that you've seen before, I think so. That I've cracked out of cases and everything. Like this one I just cracked from a PSA 9. It's a beautiful card. I'll do a little close up on it. And I got some cards from some some local card shops. Got some generations here. You'll see video, and then this dope Mewtwo. I love this so much. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on with me. More to come. I'll update you guys. I'll utilize the channel community little post system, and obviously follow me on Instagram, again, Grade Level Collectibles, and subscribe, like, do all the things if you want to keep updated or whatever. Again, this channel is all about education. That's all it is. Not scheming you guys with the latest NFT project, not selling you guys fake cards, not doing rip and ships and swapping the energies. Blake Martinez. But anyway, so that's what this channel is about. And again, thank you for watching all the way through. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And reach out to me if you have any questions. Please put anything down in the comments. I know I love responding to you guys and just communicating back and forth. I like to do that. Talk about Pokemon. I don't have a lot of people just to shoot the shit with Pokemon. But with you guys, you can. So reach out to my Instagram. Reach out to me. I also do. Touchy subject. I also do consulting. Oh, paying for my time. Oh no. Anyway, but anyway, that's gonna be it. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you guys.